Greetings to all of you. Good morning or good afternoon. I'm Camelo G. Gunora, and this is a computer orientation. Let's discuss Northbridge chipset, ATX power connector, back panel connector, BIOS, DDR DIMM memory slot, Southbridge chipset, CPU, PCI slot, CMOS, and UEFI. Northbridge chipset. The Northbridge chipset is a component of the motherboard responsible for managing high-speed communication between the most critical parts of the computer. It directly connects the CPU, RAM, main memory, and graphics card because these components require very fast data transfer. The Northbridge is placed close to the CPU. In older motherboard design, it controlled memory access and graphics communication. But in modern system, many of its functions are now integrated into the CPU. It's helped to improve performance and reduce latency. The Northbridge chipset is important because it's managed the fastest and most critical communication inside the computer system. It acts a bridge between the CPU and high-speed components, ensuring smooth and efficient data transfer. ATX power connector. The ATX power connector is the main power interface between the power supply unit, or PSU, and the motherboard. It delivers electrical power to all motherboard components including the CPU, RAM, chipset, and expansion slot. Modern ATX connector usually have 20 or 24 pins each carrying a specific voltage such as 3.3 volts, 5 volts, and 12 volts. Without this connector, the motherboard and computer system cannot operate. Important function of ATX power connector. It is very important because it is the main source of electrical power for the motherboard and all its components. Without it, the computer cannot turn on or function. Number one of its important function, supply power to the motherboard. It delivers the required voltage, like what I say later or before, is 3.3 volts, 5 volts, and 12 volts from the power supply unit or PSU to the motherboard. Number two, power all major components. Through the motherboard, it provides power to the CPU, RAM, chipset, expansion slot, and connected device. Number three is ensures stable system operation. A proper ATX power connection ensures steady and regulated power, preventing system crash and hardware damage. Number four is control system startup. The ATX connectors support power on and power off signal, allowing the computer to start when you press the power button. Number 5 supports modern motherboard. Modern ATX connectors, 20-pin or 24-pin, are designed to handle the higher power demands of today's hardware. Let's talk about back panel connector. The back panel connector is located at the rear side of the motherboard and provides external access ports for connection peripherals. These include USB ports, keyboard and mouse, audio jacks, internet, LAN ports, and video outputs like HDMI or VGA. These connectors allow users to communicate with and control the computer and connect external devices such as printers, speakers, and monitor. What is the function or use of back panel connector? Connects input device. It allows connection of device like the keyboard and mouse, enabling the user to control and operate the computer. Connect output device. The back panel provides ports for monitors, speaker, and headphones, allowing the computer to display visual and produce sounds. Supports data transfer. Through USB ports, it enables fast data transfer between the computer and external devices, such as flash drives, printers, and smartphones. Provides network connections. The Internet LAN port on the back panel allows the computer to connect to the Internet and local networks. Supports multimedia devices, audio and video ports, HDMI or VGA, DisplayPort, audio jacks allow connection of multimedia equipment for communication and entertainment. BIOS or Basic Input Output System. The BIOS is firmware stored on a chip on the motherboard. Its primary function is to initialize and test hardware components during the startup process through a procedure called POST or Power On Self-Test. After checking that all hardware is working properly, the BIOS locates and loads the operating system from the storage device. It also provides a setup utility where users can provide hardware settings such as boot order, system time, and hardware compatibility. Main function of the BIOS. Power on self-test or post. When the computer starts and the BIOS check the hardware components such as CPU, RAM, keyboard, and storage device to ensure they are working properly. Booting the operating system. After post and BIOS locate the bootable device, hardware device SSD, USB, or CD or DVD, and loads operating system into memory. Hardware initialization, the BIOS initialize and configure hardware components so they can work together properly during startup. Provides setup utility by setup. It allows user to change system settings such as date and time, boot order, hardware configuration, and security options. Low-level hardware control. The BIOS provides basic instructions that let the operating system communicate with hardware's device like keyboard, display, and storage. Store system configuration. BIOS settings are saved CMOS memory, ensuring the system remember configuration even after shutdown. DDR/DIMM memory slot. DDR/DIMM memory slot are basically socket on the motherboard where RAM modules are installed. DDR stands for double data rate, which means data is transferred on both the rising and falling edges of the clock signal. Increase speed. DIMM, dual inline memory module. Slot support different generation of RAM such as DDR3, DDR4, and DDR5. This slots allows the system to temporarily store data and instructions that the CPU needs for fast processing. The DDR/DIMM memory slot is used to install and hold RAM or random access memory on the motherboard. It provides the physical and electrical connection between the RAM modules and the system. It uses hold RAM modules. The slot securely place DDR RAM, DDR3, DDR4, DDR5 on the motherboard so it can be used by the computer. Provides fast data access. It allows high-speed communication between the CPU and RAM, helping the system access data quickly. Improve system performance more and faster RAM installed in the DDR. DIM slot enables smoother multitasking, faster program loading, and better overall performance. Supports dual channel, multi-channel memory, multi-DDR DIM slot, allow memory to work in dual channel or quad channel mode. Increase data transfer speed. Temporary data storage. It stores data in instructions that CPU needs temporarily while program are running. The South Bridge chipset manage low-speed or peripheral device in the computer system. It controls components such as USB ports, hard devices, audio system, network interface, and input-output device. Unlike the North Bridge, it does not directly connect to the CPU, but communicates through the North Chip Bridge or the CPU. In modern motherboards, the south bridge is often called the platform controlled hub or PCH. It is a component of the motherboard that manages the computer's lower and peripheral function. It works together with the North Bridge chipset or directly with the CPU in modern systems to ensure hardware components communicate properly. The South Bridge chipset is responsible for controlling input and output devices such as USB ports, hard devices, HDD, and SDD, audio system, network interface, keyboard, mouse, and BIOS communication. Unlike the North Bridge, which handle high-speed tasks, and South Bridge focuses on the devices that do not require very fast data transfer. It also manages system clock, power management, and expansion interface like SATA and PCI. In modern motherboards, the South Bridge is often integrated into a single chip called Platform Controller Hub or PCH, which improves efficiency and reduces hardware complexity. In short, the Southbridge chipset acts the control center of peripheral device and system I/O, making sure external and internal device function smoothly with the rest of the computer system. CPU, Central Processing Unit. The CPU is the main processing component of the computer and is often called the brain of the system. It is executes program instruction, perform arithmetic and logical operation, and controls the flow of the data between the components. The CPU consists of the arithmetic logic unit or ALU, control unit, and registers. Its performance is determined by factors such as clock speed, number of cores, and cache memory. The CPU or central processing unit is the most important part of the computer and is often called brain of the computer. It is responsible for processing data, instructions, and controlling all operations of the system. Every action computer performs opening program, calculating numbers, browsing the internet, or playing videos depends on the CPU. Main function of the CPU: instruction processing. The CPU follows the fetch, decode, execute cycle. Fetch instruction from memory. Decode what the instructions means. Execute the instruction of produce to produce a result. Performs calculations is under arithmetic operations, adding, subtraction, multiplication, division, and logic operation. Control system operation. The CPU directs other components such as RAM, storage device, and input-output device, telling them when and how to work. Main parts of the CPU control unit directs the flow of data and instructions within the CPU and to other components. Arithmetic Logic Unit (ALU) performs all arithmetic and logical operations. Registers very fast are very small, very fast memory locations inside the CPU that temporarily store data and instructions. Cache memory L1, L2, L3. High-speed memory that stores frequently used data to speed up processing. CPU performance factors. Clock speed determines how fast the CPU can execute instructions. Number of cores. More cores allow the CPU to handle multiple tasks at the same time. Threads allow each core to run multiple instructions such instruction streams for better multitasking. Cache size. Larger cache improves performance by reducing access time to data. Types of CPUs. Single core, multi-core, desktop CPU, mobile CPU, server CPU. Importance of the CPU execute all program, controls hardware components, determines overall system speed and efficiency. Let's summarize the CPU. The CPU is the core components of process instruction, performance calculation, control, hardware, and enable all computers operations. PCI slot or peripheral component interconnection. PCI slots are expansion slots on the motherboard that allow user to add additional hardware components to the computer. This includes graphic cards, sound cards, network cards, and storage controllers. Modern systems commonly use PCI Express, which offers higher data transfer speed and comes in different sizes such as times 1, times 4, times 8, and times 16. PCI slot makes the computer flexible and upgradable. The PCI slot is an expansion slot found on the motherboard that allows users to add external hardware to the computer. It helps extend the computer's capabilities beyond its built-in features. And what is its function? Let's talk about expansion of hardware. PCI slots are used to install add-on cards such as graphic cards, sound cards, network cards, USB expansion cards, and storage controllers. Number two is communication with the motherboard. The PCI slot provides a data pathway that allows expansion cards to communicate with the CPU, RAM, and other components. And number three improves system capability. By adding expansion cards, users can upgrade performance, add new ports, or enhance multimedia and networking features. CMOS, Complementary Metal Oxide Semiconductor. CMOS is a small memory chipset on the motherboard that stores system configuration settings. Include date, time, and hardware configuration. It is powered by a small CMOS battery, which allows it to retain data even when the computer is turned off. If the CMOS battery fails, system settings may reset the default values and system clock may become incorrect. What is the function of CMOS? Number one, it stores BIOS settings. CMOS saves system configuration that's data such as boot order, hardware settings, and security option. Keeps date and time. It maintains the system clock and date even when the computer is powered off. Number three, supports system startup. During startup and BIOS reads information from CMOS to know how the system should operate. Number four, battery powered memory. CMOS is powered by a CMOS battery, which allows it to retain data without main power. In summary, CMOS is essential because it stores system configuration and time settings allowing the computer to start correctly every time. UEFI, Unified Extensible Firmware Interface. UEFI is a modern firmware interface that replaces the traditional BIOS. It provides a faster boot process, better security features such as secure boot, and support for large storage drives using GPT. Guide partition table. UEFI also offers a graphical user interface with mouse support making system configuration easier. It improves system performance, reliability, and compatibility with modern hardware. This function of UEFI. System startup and initialization. Its UEFI initialize hardware components such as CPU, RAM, storage devices, and peripherals when the computer starts. Boot the operating system. It locates and loads the operating system from a storage device, doing so faster than BIOS. Provides setup interface. UEFI offers graphical user interface or GUI with mouse support making system configuration easier. Support large storage. UEFI user GPT guide partition table allows support for hard drives larger than 2 terabyte. Improve system security. It includes features like secure boot, which helps prevent malware from loading during startup. And six is better hardware compatibility. UEFI works efficiently with modern CPUs, SSDs, and advanced hardware. Importance of UEFI: faster boot time, enhanced security, support modern storage and hardware, more user-friendly than BIOS. In short, UEFI is an advanced firmware that starts computer initialized hardware, secures the boot process, and loads the operating system efficiently. And that's all what I want to teach to all of you or to discuss to all of you. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you have more learnings or more knowledge you have learned from what I discussed. Thank you so much to all of you, everyone, and have a good day.